I was talking to Matthew Stillwell the other day, and he was saying that ultimately this is the reason why there's such pressure on governments to change their positions is because there's so much money at stake, and a lot of governments don't fully understand the value of the carbon market because they haven't lived under cap and trade. And calculating the cost, the worth of carbon emissions in the future, and the trillions of dollars on the line here, he described the deal that was being offered as beads and blankets for Manhattan. And I'm wondering what you think of that.
Well, the facts are simple. This 2 degrees Celsius, among other things apart from destruction, basically allocates over 60% of the atmospheric space to 20% of the population of the world. By doing that, it equally robs and denies developing countries the opportunity to achieve economic development and industrialization, because the value of this carbon space or atmospheric space is the ability to help developing countries emit and develop and industrialize. When you take away 60% of that, you're leaving 80% of human family competing for this interest. The third element that this equally produces is a global security, insecurity that is unimaginable, because the suffering and the devastation that will result from this act of literally robbery is that you are going to create the first climate terrorist. And this is a side that it means those whose country will be aggrieved, they are not only will be destroyed, they are not only going to become migrants, etc. They will equally have an anger that can manifest itself in the form of violence and fundamentalism that you see today, okay, towards the West. These are all important factors that need to be addressed. So to that extent, Matthew is absolutely right that at the heart of the 2 degrees choice is economics. It's basically taking over these resources, reallocating them. And this is why among the most important factors in the deal that the West want to push is changing the balance of obligations between developing countries and developed countries. So they are only talking about the responsibilities of the emerging economies to reduce their emissions.